hasn't our Christian nation ever looked Christian, is what you're saying. And why do we have, such a high rate of incarceration? The discrepancy between the rich and the poor gets greater and greater and greater. And we have 4 times more guns than any nation and 4 times the homicide rate. But that's just simply coincidental, because guns are making us safer. That is the claim that makes the least sense to me, that guns make us safer, when all the evidence goes against it. And if guns did make people safer, then wouldn't we be the safest nation on the planet? Because we've got 4 times the most guns. Instead, we have 4 times the homicide rate of any other nation. Anyways, that's just, but look at, the whole thing, the whole problem you pose is premised on this idea that we're supposed to be a Christian nation. And we're not, and we never have been, and we never will be. You're never gonna have a Christian nation anymore. You're gonna have a Christian petunia or a Christian bicycle. Nations aren't the kind of things that turn the other cheek and that love their enemies and that lay down the sword and that wash the feet of the people who are gonna betray you. Nations don't do that. They exist in a violent, war-torn creation by being willing to use the sword and use threats. And nations and violence go hand in hand. And really, nations and governments, from a biblical perspective, are antichrist. So every nation has an upside or downside. And I love America. I appreciate the freedom I have to talk to you like this out in public. And I don't want to minimize that. That's better. That's better than being an oppressive regime. But it's not Christian. Christian is something totally different. You'll always have violence, because as long as people are greedy and idolatrous and are protecting their little gods and their little land and getting life from how powerful they are or whatever, there's always going to be competition. So you always got to squelch the competition. Keep on thinking that if only we kill a few more people, if only enough of us righteous people will kill enough of the bad people, then we'll have peace. And that lasts for 10 years until their kids grow up and their resentment leads them to then conquer us. And the merry-go-round goes round and round, and I don't have any. I think we should, as much as possible, prevent war, get in the gap, be peacemakers. But the hope isn't found in, I don't think nations finally getting it. They're not going to get it. The hope is found in Jesus Christ when his kingdom is fully established on this planet.